Hello, gorgeous souls. It's Mary from PsychicSoulmateReading.com. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I will be giving you a 3-card reading for the week, April 2nd to April 9th. Now, this is a collective view, a collective reading for everybody. It's not just for one person. So the way it works is that because you landed on this channel, this reading is for you. Now, no worries. Even if you're viewing this after the date that I just mentioned, it's all good because this reading is meant for you regardless of the time. Okay, and the cards that I'm working with are the Crystal Visions Tarot, and I just love these cards. They have crystals on them, they have fairies, they have nature, they have animals, and they're very Rider-Waite, which is a traditional tarot deck. So and that's what I love about them, and I get amazing messages from them. And okay, so and before I begin doing the reading, I always say a little prayer before I start, calling on to a higher power, calling on to God, Jesus, the angels. Give us a message for our highest good, for what we need to know. Okay, and that's the best way, is just to ask what we need to know. I like to give them a really good shuffle. I've been doing readings all day today, so they probably need a good shuffle. What do we need to know for our highest good? Okay, there, they're all shuffled. Cutting them in 3 piles. Okay, so we got the 10 of Wands, 8 of Cups, and the Empress. Interesting. Okay, so the 10 of Wands is the first card. The light's pretty bright, so I'm not going to hold it up. The 10 of Wands is telling us that what's been going on is a lot of pressure, a lot of burdens. That's what usually the 10 of Wands represents. It represents holding on to or feeling a lot of pressure, and feeling like emotional too. Like you've been feeling like all this, like this tension building up, and that has a lot to do with the full moon that we have on Saturday. And so we're probably still feeling the effects, and with Mercury retrograde. I know I say that a lot. I pretty much say that in every video for the past week or so. But what it means is that it's causing a lot of tension, and it can bring on some frustration. So that is what the 10 of Wands is telling you, that you're feeling a little bit burdened. Yeah, mind you, something is going on in your life that maybe needs addressing to. Like, say for instance, you got to do your taxes. Say for instance, there's something that's going on in your life that you need to attend to and finish up the details. Okay, I mentioned the taxes because it's tax season. So my point is that the effects of the full moon can feel like there's a weight on your shoulders. Now, you don't have to take on this weight. You can drop the weight and let it go. And I know that's easier said than done, but I'm just letting you know that everything that you're holding on to, that it's the past, and you need to let go. And that is what it's telling you, that the burdens that have been on you have been that there's just too much for you, that it's this record has been played out, and now it's time to let things settle. Now it's time to breathe. I highly suggest that you take some breathers and you just relax, drop your shoulders, and just, you know, put your hands like on your lap, and just take some deep breaths and some deep inhales when the pressure starts to arise, because the pressure is intense and the emotions are intense. And if you're gonna feel like you're emotional, then let the emotions out. Don't hold back, because the more you hold back, the more pressure you're going to build. So it's telling you to just release. That's what the pressures are here for, you to release and let go. Okay. The second card is the 8 of Cups, and you can't see that. Okay, so the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is actually doing that, walking away, abandoning the situation, leaving the past behind, going on to something totally new. Just clear and delete. That is what she's doing here. She's leaving, she's walking away, and she's just abandoning the situation. So that is what you need to do right now, here and now. You need to let go. Things that no longer serve you it's time to move out. It's time to clear the past. And I know that maybe you've been feeling a little bit resistant towards that, but it's really time for you to let go. And my cat just came over to visit, and usually he comes over to say hello. Well, he's saying hello today. Okay, you see how cats are. Cats are just very, they're just very, I would have to say, they're into their own world. Like, you can't call a cat to come to you because, well, mine comes to me when I call him, but the majority of cats, they like to come when they're ready. They're very, you know, they're just like, leave me alone. When I'm ready, I'll come to you. So that's the message that my cat is telling you, is to not try to force things to happen, to just allow things to play as they will. Like, don't watch yourself when you start to get tense and stressed, because what that's telling you is that you're resisting. And it's better to just stay in your own power, stay in your own center, you know, just go within and just find what's going on inside here, rather than trying to control that, because that's going to make me happy. If I do this, if I do that, and if I make this, and if she calls me and if he calls me, I will be the happiest person alive. But no, when I say that, because I get a lot of questions about relationships and wanting that person to respond to you, or respond to your texts, or respond to your emails, or to call you, or to just show more emotion. Well, you can't make it happen. You can't make that person, you can't control that person to do that, because the more you try to control, the more you're going to push that person away from you. So you might have been feeling a lot of pressure about that. That could be one of the things, in the sadness. Better to just love somebody from far away, you know, just to send that love. Do you have to have that person doing what you want them to do right now, and to the title of what you need them to do? When I say the title, I'm talking about like the title of being my significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend. Yes, it's a beautiful thing. But if you try to force it, I'm all for that. I'm all for the relationship and the ties of a beautiful reunion. But when you try to force it, what you're doing is you're actually pushing that person even further away from you. And I'm not talking about the like actually doing something, stalking that person and calling that person, and you know, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about telepathic, because we're all telepathic. We all can sense each other's energies and feel each other's emotions, and you can telepathically communicate with somebody. It is possible that you can do that, mind read with somebody. So that person can, on the other end, can actually feel what messages you're sending them. And everybody can do this. Like, everybody can telepathically to communicate. Now, it's not to manipulate. It's not to say, oh, wow, I know exactly what you were thinking. We're talking about in a good way. Okay, so that's the message here, is don't try to force it to happen. And also, we got the 10, I meant the Empress. I love the Empress. The Empress is Mother Nature. She's motherly energy. She's nurturing. She's attracting positive energies towards her. She's got butterflies all around her. She's basically new beginning. Actually, she's a pregnant woman. If you know the traditional Empress card, and she's pregnant here. The Empress represents pregnancy, but I'm not talking about having a baby. That's not the message here. The message is the idea of pregnancy, nurturing, and allowing the fetus to grow into the baby, and nurturing. And that's what she's doing. That's what her body's doing. The womb, it's nurturing. So that's what you need to nurture yourself. So putting all of this down, and putting down the pressure that you're feeling, not trying to control the situation, your life, control your situation, love yourself, walk away, let go of the feel and the need to control. I know that's easier said than done, but you can do it. Love yourself, nurture yourself, do what you can to love yourself. Go if you can see, he just sits on my lap like this for hours. Sometimes he becomes too heavy, but and I move a little bit, and then he hissed at me once, and I was like, huh, because he felt that's my territory. Stop moving. So, like, my point is, to get back on point here, love yourself and look for the things that bring you joy. Okay, look for the things that bring you happiness, and love someone, love people, love everybody from afar. You don't have to try to control the situation and bring that person into your life, because it will happen when it is divine timing. And we're talking about soulmates. Your soulmate loves you. That person loves you. That person's looking for you just like you're looking for that person. That person is thinking of you just like you're thinking of that person. But there's circumstances, and there's things that are just like that are separating you. So you have to know that it's all divine timing. You know, when I got together with Dave, I did not get together with Dave. It wasn't like love at first sight. That does not, everybody's different. Everybody's soulmate is different. And I did not see Dave for who he was when I first saw him. No, when I first met him. No, it was like 8 years later. And actually, he's the one that told me, because he was the one that said, he came out to tell me that he was attracted to me. And then something clicked into me, and I said, yeah, I'm attracted to you. So it was kind of like, there was no pressure. There was none of that, because it just happened. And I just felt this feeling of, he was my best friend for a while before. He was my client, and he became my best friend. And then that grew into something very deep. And, I didn't realize I had those emotions. I wasn't looking, and neither was he. So when you're not looking for it, love will find you when you're not looking for it. But know that it is there, and that it can happen for you. And even if it's somebody that you love and you're waiting for that person to come closer to you, that person will return. Yeah, so you got to just trust that it's all by divine timing. And that is what these cards are telling you, to just go with the flow and just be at peace, just like the cat is. Look at, he's just so much at peace. And normally I usually have to have a blanket or something on my lap, because he's got claws and he's on my lap, and I'm he's not even putting his claws out. He's just very peaceful, very relaxed. He's just just wanting to be in here to say hello to you and give you a message. I read animals as well. I can sense what they're feeling, and you know what? Everybody has the ability to read. It's just a matter of tapping into that. It's like everybody has a bicep. We can all build on that muscle. We can all build that muscle of intuition and telepathic vibrations by just tapping into it, and just strengthening that muscle, and just know that it exists just by going within and meditating. One of the ways that one of the things that I do to help me get into a clear meditative state and to relax is I work with citrine crystal. This is a really good stone. It helps with the solar plexus. It helps with solar plexus are the chakra for self-control, willpower. It's energy. It relates to everything that is your confidence level, okay, and also to discipline and self-esteem. And also the oil that I work with the Terra is in tuned. This helps me to be grounded and to focus. And I just love this oil because it just smells so beautiful. Oh, I might lose a cat if you know what? These are one oils that it does not bother him. Like I put it on my hands. Oh, I just lose a cat. But he just left. So that's what I do. I just put it on my hands and I, cup my face and inhale. This is what I do when I'm working on readings, because it helps me to focus when I work with email readings, especially because email readings I need to be really focused, really relaxed, and that's why it takes me the longest to do them. So I know a few of you have some email readings already booked with me, and I'm gonna get to them very soon. It takes me about a good week because I have to find an hour to myself that I will not be disturbed and just be in a peaceful state, so I can just tune right into your reading, into your questions. Where phone reading is a lot easier because I can just easily hear your voice and I get the impressions right now because it's live, you know, and in person as well. It's like live interaction, you know. Skype person readings, phone readings are probably the easiest and can be instantly. I don't have to, I just need a little quiet space and just an appointment time with you. So if you're interested in getting a reading with me, please visit my website, psychicsoulmatereading.com. And I really appreciate if you can subscribe to my channel. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to it, because I will be posting more videos like this. And until then, I wish you the best, and we'll chat in the next video. Peace and blessings, everybody.